One of the most common questions with vinyl and using it with a Cricut Explorer that I've seen posted online is how do you do heat transfer vinyl, or HTV, to iron on the vinyl onto clothing. And so I thought I'd do a quick video to just go over the basics so that everyone knows how to get started with this. And there is, like I said, it's a different type of vinyl. It is called HTV, or heat transfer vinyl, and you can do it with a conventional iron, or you can get a heat press as well to apply it more professionally and evenly, but an iron does work to get you started so you can learn how to do it. Now, there's two types of HTV that I've used, and I've used the regular solid color heat transfer vinyl. I've also used the glitter HTV, and so there's a couple differences between them, but principally how you use it is going to be the same. The biggest thing is going to be the difference in how you set your Cricut when you cut it. With the regular solid color HTV, you set the dial on your Cricut Explorer to iron on, and you want to mirror the cut when you cut it, because it's going to be applied the opposite way from when you cut and apply regular vinyl. The reason for that is with regular vinyl you have transfer tape. So you cut your vinyl, if you're going to create a decal or something, you cut it, you apply the transfer tape over it and use that to peel it off. With HTV, the transfer tape is already on the vinyl. So think of it that way. There's no backing like the paper backing is on regular vinyl, but your transfer tape is already on it, and the shiny side is the side that goes face down on the mat. That's the side that stays intact. The back side is usually kind of dull, and that's the side that adheres to the material when you iron it on. Same thing with glitter. There is a shiny side that is the backing, or actually the front side that you're going to use to apply it, and that will stay intact. And on the back, of course, is the dull side, which is up on the mat, and you apply with the glossy side against the mat when you cut it. So the way you do that is once you now with glitter, the setting is a little bit different. I'll show a screenshot that shows you how to do this right now, and once you tell the Cricut to cut and you load your mat, you want to have your dial set on custom. This is the setting that I use, and it works great, but set it on custom, and then after you load your mat, you wait, it's about 30 seconds or so, and you'll get a drop down that will appear on your screen that will show different settings for cutting. And the one that I use says iron on, glitter, and 0.5 millimeter Cricut, and that works great for the HTV glitter. So once you've cut your design, you're going to weed it just like you do regular vinyl, get it all cleaned up and cut out, and you'll be left with the tape with your design kind of backwards when you look at the back of it, and the tape will be kind of sticky so that when you put it in place it'll stay on the material. And we use these Teflon sheets. You can get these from most of the same websites you buy the vinyl from. And you can also use like a thin pillowcase. I think some people use parchment paper. Just something to protect the plastic side of what I'm calling the transfer tape side from the iron or the heat press. And so you're going to put that on top of it, put that on top of the material, and then iron over top of it. Use the iron on its highest setting, usually cotton, with no steam. And you can usually hold it on there for 30, 40 seconds. Sometimes you may have, I really advise you to get an old shirt, go to the dollar store, buy a couple shirts, buy some HTV, and plan on wasting a few bucks learning how to do this properly and do it evenly. Don't make it your first project before you learn how to do it. And after you've applied the vinyl to the material, let it cool, and then when we remove the backing, or the front of it rather, we get it started and kind of rip it off like a Band-Aid real quick, and it tends to come off real clean and everything. You might want to, as you remove it, start to remove it slow first, because you may peel up some of the edges if you don't get it ironed on good, but that's why you need to practice and get this in there. So hopefully that's been helpful to some of you to get you started with heat transfer vinyl or HTV. If you like the video, click like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them down below.